Okay, let's talk about the difference between a traditional website and a single page application, or SPA. The traditional website consists of multiple HTML pages that are sent from the server. So it works like this. From your client, you have a browser, and let's say you go to example.com. And when you hit enter, the server makes a GET request to the server, or the client makes a GET request to the server, and the server will respond with an HTML page. So with all the tags, with everything inside, sends back the index HTML page, which is the home page for every website, back to the client. And the client in the browser renders that page. So that's the page that you see on the screen. So you see your home page. So let's say if you navigate from the home page to a different page on that website, for example, to about, example.com/about. So you want to have the about page. The client makes a request with a server path about, and because it sends a different path, the server will respond with a different page, with the about HTML page, and sends that back to the client, and then renders the about page in the client. So the traditional website works page after page after page. Every time you click a different link, the client will send a request to the server, and the server will respond with a complete page. That's a lot of traffic on the internet, and causes quite a bit of load time, or can cause quite a bit of load time. Plus, the interactivity is very limited that you get out of this. Interactivity meaning that people can do something on the screen. For that reason, about 12 years ago, Google came up with a different way of doing this, which was Angular. It was the first JavaScript framework, and basically it created or invented the single page application. That's how most websites are built today. It works like follows. With a single page application, again, you have example.com. It sends a GET request for the home page to the server, and the server will respond with index HTML, which is the home page, but then in addition, it will send back a big JavaScript software package. And this software package, this JavaScript software package, is what you, the software developer, created. It's a compiled package of JavaScript, and so that gets sent along with the index HTML page. And so now the continued routing to a different page, let's say to about.com, a second level here, does not send a request back to the server, but instead does that internally inside the DOM. So basically what happens here as what we call client-side routing is a pure manipulation of the document object model inside the HTML page. So the original home page, the index HTML page, actually has just a single div tag between the body tags, and inserted into that single div tag are all the components, all the pages, pages and components that are built with JavaScript are inserted that depending on the routing. So basically you have an application that runs in the browser that is highly interactive, and that does not need the trip always back to the server and then loading another page. So it saves a lot of time and makes the entire page a lot more fun to work with. So that's the conceptual difference between the traditional way of building websites and the modern way of building websites. And what we are doing is we are building a single page application, so a modern website.